This is 365 801 and this is the manga haul for the month of August 2020. There will be some BL as usual, but there will also be some non-BL titles as well. I have been trying to do a no by month. I know I proclaimed that quite loudly for my last manga haul, where I said I really want to try and not spend anything, but I did. But a lot of these titles were either gifted to me or I purchased them in July and they've just arrived in August or within the August period, so since I filmed the last haul. However, I will be honest, I have purchased some things on the 1st of August, and that is because it was 801 day and there was sales available. So I got some digital titles as well as these ones to show you. So yeah, let's get into it. I'll probably start with my non-BL purchases, and they were gifts. So for the first titles that I'm going to be talking about today, these are Assassination Classroom, volumes 1 through 3, and they are Shonen Jump titles, and they were gifts. I got given non-BL titles as gifts this month from a family member who had bought them thinking they would be useful for whatever purpose they had in mind, and decided that they were not appropriate for the purpose and gave them to me instead. So I have not bought any Assassination Classroom, so I now have volumes 1 through 3. I have watched the anime. I quite enjoyed that. It was entertaining enough, mainly because I like the voice actors, and I saw some AMVs and thought, oh, is there a bit of boys love in there? There is a few, want there to be, as most BL Fujoshi would say. Of course there's always. So yeah, I particularly liked some of the characters, and so I'm going to enjoy maybe getting around to this at some point. I'm not all that bothered about it. I will read it when I read it. So yeah, I'm happy to have Assassination Classroom volumes 1 through 3. I will be able to hear Fukuyama Jun's voice in my head though, as I read, and that is the main thing. Because as we know, Fukuyama Jun is the best uke that there is. He's not really the best, but he's one of the best. I don't know, let me know who your best uke voice actor is in the comments below if you have a particular favourite. I don't know, it's obviously as a Clamp fan and as a Code Geass fan, I have a soft spot for Fukuyama Jun and Sakurai Takahiro. Oh, there's so many. That's another conversation for another day. Anyway, Assassination Classroom, volumes 1 through 3. These were the other gifts that I was given, and that is the omnibus versions of Bleach, so volumes 1 through to volumes 18. So yeah, it was quite good to be given 18 volumes of manga. I already have the 3-in-1 Bleach for volumes 1, 2 and 3, but I didn't have volumes 4 through 18, and these are in really lovely condition, very nice, and excellent. They don't look like they've been read very much, so they're in quite good nick. I'm very, very happy with a nice gift like this. Manga's always a nice gift, even if it's not BL. So yeah, I don't read a lot of Bleach. I watched it God, years and years and years ago. I mean, like, we're talking about over 10 years ago, obviously. And yeah, so I have a bit of a soft spot for it. I do think that it would have been nice if Tito Kube could have written the story that he wanted to write rather than being dictated to by Shonen Jump to keep it going as much as he wanted to. And I know, of course, that they've got a new kind of version out as well, so good for him. I do like his artwork. I like it how dynamic it is and how he uses the brushstrokes and ink. That's really great to use it for dynamic effect. So it is a bit dated though for me. Looking through it, I just flicked through it and I was like, no. So it kind of does have more, for me, a natsukashi effect rather than oh, this is really cool. But I do like the design of the characters. So yeah, a bit of Bleach in my collection too. Who'd have thunk it? I already have some Bleach in my... I already have, like, volumes 1 through 3, but it's a substantial amount. I don't know if I'll go out my way to get the rest of it, because there's a lot, isn't there? I don't even know how many volumes there are in Bleach altogether, so if you know, let me know how many more volumes I have to get of the omnibuses. But yeah, good to have in my collection. Now, if we move on to the BL that I got for the month of August, and the newer titles, so for example ones that are fairly new, they're not out of print in any way, so I'll look at my new titles first. And I know what you're thinking, hold on, you've already got this, I've seen this before. Yeah, I do have I Hear the Sunspot Limit Volume 1 already. I got the first one of these second hand because it was for what I thought was a really great bargain price, and I thought, oh, I can't pass that up, so I'm going to go for it. So I purchased it, and it came with some damage. It did come with damage to the front cover and to the first couple of pages, and when I read it on the listing it didn't seem that bad, but when I got it in person it made me feel a bit like, oof, how much can I tolerate this? It's not massive damage, and for anyone else they might think, what are you talking about, this is just minor. So I just kept it. I thought, no, just keep it, it's fine, you can read it, there's no issues. It's not actually damaged the story in any way, it's literally just the front cover has some small tearing, and I thought I could just handle that. But obviously in my, you know, my psyche was holding on to that trauma. So when I saw it for £5 something, I thought, buy it, just buy it. You can sell on the other copy for like pennies, it's fine, and you know, you'll still feel good about the ones you have in your collection. And I think because I have such an affection for the story, I really want to have them, and because they've done such a nice job of the matte covers, the beautiful artwork, the paper quality, and of course the story inside, I do want them to be as nice as possible. They're special for me. I really, really love the story, so yeah, I want good copies of these. It's very, very, I don't know, like first world problems when you're like, oh, there's a tear. But yeah, this is one that was actually cheaper than buying the second hand one, so should have just waited it out and got this one. But I have it now and it's in pristine condition, so I'm very happy about that. My other new title is Crimson Spell Volume 4. Yay! Insert cheering noise here. Now there's a reason why you're like, what? Have you not got this already? Yeah, I had originally thought that I had it, and then when I realised I didn't, I thought, okay, I'll better go and get it. For some strange reason, Volume 4 was always quite difficult to find, and I think there was a point in time when it was actually out of print and they were having difficulties getting other copies, and that happens, they need to do reprints, so yeah. They were actually quite expensive for Volume 4s, and I didn't know why, or they were harder to come by, and I didn't really want to pay full price for them. Like I said, I don't mind buying new if I get a good deal, and I always try to get good deals on them because I'm cheap. Because I'm cheap, I don't care. So yeah, Crimson Spell Volume 4, I was able to get a brand new copy still in its plastic. It does have a slight little dink in it on the front cover, but you can't hardly see it, it's very, very slight, and I think that's just from shipping, so we'll see when I open it up and I take off the plastic if it's in as good a condition as it needs to be for me to not freak out and do an I Hear the Sunspot. But yeah, I'm so happy because it does now mean that I have Volume 1 through to Volume 6 of Crimson Spell. So I have everything published by Sublime in print up to 4th generation. I think that's the only one that I don't have in print, and then I have everything after that up to a certain point of maybe last year at the end or this year. Actually, I think I've got everything from last year, so I'm not completely up to date. I think there's a few like Yarichin Beach Club and Given Volumes 1 that I need to get, but I'm I kind of have caught up with some of the previously published ones that I didn't have. So I was making my way through them very, very slowly, just making sure that I got them as and when, and now I have some of the newer titles that have been released. So other than 4th Generation, and I know you're all thinking like, why haven't you got that one yet? Well, I really like Jackass. Jackass was great, but what I've heard about 4th Generation is that it's a little bit violent and there might be themes that I don't particularly like. So I will buy it. It's not like I'm not going to. I just will wait until I can see it for a good price. And actually, I've never seen it for a good price. It, like Crimson Spell Volume 4, seemed to kind of go out of print or has always been full price. And so I haven't ever seen it for a bargain yet. So I will wait it out. I will see if I can get it for a good bargain. I won't pay full price for it, I don't think. If it's something that's going to make me feel icky, I don't know. Let me know what you thought of 4th Generation. If it's worth just, you know, biting the bullet and just, pun intended, I suppose. I know it's got Yakuza stuff in it, so. But yeah, that's one. But this means I'm caught up to that point. So Volume 4 is special for me. It means I can now sit down and read, because I haven't actually read Volume 6 yet. I wanted to sit down and do a whole read through. I like Ayano Yamane. I know the story. I managed to get the first 2 volumes that were released last year in my November haul. I was so pleased about that. So I'm kind of really happy about this. This is a really good one. I feel like tick tick tick, I've managed to do that. So yeah, good to have this in my collection. Now we're moving on to the more out of print titles. I've got quite a few. Some of these are white whales too. The Loudest Whisper Volume 2. I managed to get this for a good bargain price. I think it was around £7. And once again, this is like Millennium Prime Minister all over again. I swear I'm not doing this on purpose. But I was thinking, great, I have found this for only £7. And what about Volume 1? And I saw Volume 1 was only £9. And I thought, oh, that's actually not a bad price for the two of these together. That's £16. That means that's averaging 8. That's more than I would have wanted to, but that's a good price considering what they're going for at the moment. They're not in the best condition, so I can see this one has some dinks around it, some wearing on the spine, but it's in not bad condition. There might be a little bit of yellowing around the edge, but that's okay because it is quite an age. It's a blue title, so that's Tokyopop's old yaoi imprint. I'm slowly making my way through what's left to get from Blue, so I think there's only a few more titles I need to get. Very happy about this. So I saw the two of them, I thought, okay, now's your chance, do that video that you keep meaning to do about buying out of print titles as sets. Did I manage it? No. Did I focus on it? No. I went back the next day and I put this in my cart and the other one was already gone. So Volume 1 was back up to being about £20 and I thought, no. But I bought this one anyway. So once again, I haven't got that video, and that video will come at some point. I will make that video at some point where I will discuss about out of print sets versus individual titles. So yeah, I'm happy to have it. The Loudest Whisper, Temari Matsumoto, very well known for Kyokara Mao. I love Kyokara Mao. If you haven't watched the anime, it's great. And once again, Fukuyama Jun, Sakurai Takahiro, I think they're voice actors in it. And of course, the voice actor for Yuki Eri and also Nyanko Sensei, Inoue Kazuhiko. I want to say Kazuhiko. Inoue Kazuhiko. Love. Yo Miyagi in Junjo Romantica as well. Voice actors. So Kyokara Mao was great for male voice actors and lots of shipping. So kind of why it's made. But The Loudest Whisper is, I think, Volume 1 is the last of the Temari Matsumoto. Other than Kyokara Mao, that's another one I need to collect for her. I think I have all of her other ones that were published by Blue. So yeah, one last one to go. Very happy about this in my collection. This one is another out of print one. This is a Dieu title, Shioko Kano's Kiss All the Boys Volume 1. There's volume 2 and volume 3, and they're usually a bit more expensive, and to try and get it in the UK is a bit tricky. You have to pay over the price for shipping and things like that. But this one popped up for £5, so I wasn't going to say no. It was supposed to be from Thrift Books, and it took a long time to get here, and they actually said that it was lost in the post. So I contacted them, and they said if it comes, it comes, and you can keep it, but we're going to refund you anyway because it's been such a long time. So I actually got this for free. I did have that happen like last month with another title that was Voice or Noise Volume 3, so yeah, I was like, okay, thanks, I'll just take it. I could have given them money back, but they were like, don't even bother contacting us, it's fine. So they don't seem to care that much. So yeah, I got this for free, yay! But I did originally pay just over £5 for it, so I was very happy with that price anyway. Kiss All the Boys, volumes 2 and 3 is a little bit more tricky to get hold of, so I don't know if I'll get them anytime soon. I'll once again keep an eye out for a good price. Shioko Kano's earlier work is hit and miss, I think. I like reading it because it's full of comedy and full of smexiness. There's next to no censoring whatsoever. Anatomy is all a bit strange, but yeah, it's kind of an interesting one. It's definitely of its time, and I don't mind reading something, thinking of it like a time capsule. So I don't know what this is about. It's supposed to be funny and sexy, so I will enjoy reading it. And look out for the next 2 volumes too. Another fantastic title I'm so happy to have in my collection. This was another white whale, i.e. I only ever saw it for extortionate prices, and I managed to get this for cover price. Yukari Hashida's Tricky Prince. I do think that you can get this digitally, chapter by chapter. I think Amazon has it. So for Kindle, I think you can get it. So I don't know if there's more to the story, i.e. the more chapters that just didn't ever get printed, or if this is the complete story. I have no idea what this is about. I literally just had it on my list of, you need to get this if you see it for a good price. And I did see it for cover price, and it went down and down and down, and eventually it got to around cover price. So I think I paid for about £12 for this, which might seem a bit much, but compared to my other costs, but actually I'm very happy because usually, I mean, for about 3 years I saw it at £40, so to get it for 12, I'm happy about that, and it also means I can tick off another one. It's one of the older ones, as you can see, with the pink at the bottom, the June pink label, so it is of a certain age. I know I've got some other Yukari Hashida work, and I think there might be some that I will never get. I don't know. I'll have to check through Yukari Hashida's back catalogue about what's been published in English and what's available. But I'm very happy to have Tricky Prince in my collection. Once again, another big title for me to get. In fact, most of the titles from now on, if they're old, will be big titles. But maybe not as big as the next 2 that's coming. I'm like super excited about. Side note, I just checked, and at the back of this it has Kabuki, and so that's the Yukari Hashida title that I need to get. Volume 2, which I thought I had and I didn't, and is difficult to get hold of. So yes, I still have a very difficult Yukari Hashida title to get, and it's volume 2 of Kabuki, and I need it to complete a set, so it's going to annoy me for years. So yeah, happy to have this one though. Now, I know you're going to call me a liar. That's fine. Call me a liar. This is Challengers, Volume 4. This is a Drama Queen print title. Hinako Takanaga's title that came before The Tyrant Falls in Love. As you can see, some of the characters from that are on the cover of this as well. This is the 4th volume of 4. I now have volume 1 and 4, woo! And you're thinking, hold on, last month's manga haul you were going on about how rare it is and how you got that for like, I don't know, I can't actually remember, I think it was around £14 or something, and I think I got this for around £14 too, so maybe this one is a wee bit more expensive or a little bit less expensive, but they were both around that price, and for the age that this is, so I think between 2004 and 2006, I think this was published. Don't quote me on that. But yeah, it's obviously quite old now. This is in really good condition compared to the age that it is. I am very happy to have it because, as I said last month, I never thought that I would actually ever get any of them. So I still have volumes 2 and 3 to get. I will get them whenever, they come up, and I'm like, hey, I'll have you, thanks. Because it just so happened that I got 1 and 4, in 1 month after the other, which is crazy. I honestly am so astounded that I have this in my possession now. So, wow. I now will need to try and see if I can get 2 and 3 at some point. But I will take my time, it's fine. But to get this for only £14 is a huge, huge deal for me. I'm so, so pleased. As I've said, this is usually around, I don't know, 30, 40, £50 a volume. And that's like maybe before shipping from the US or Canada, which adds another £20 onto your price. That's how expensive it is to get things in the UK, when you can get things in America and then you have to add on £20 shipping. Hey, but if that's USPS, maybe I should pay it. Supporting the postal service is a good thing, perhaps. Whatever your politics are. So yeah, Challengers Volume 4. I'm so thrilled to have this in my collection. Another Hinako Takanaga. I still have actually quite a few of hers to get to be able to say I have everything. So from Hinako Takanaga's published works, there are a few that I now need to kind of look at getting, but they will be more expensive and difficult. But joy of joys, a Challengers. Oh, I know. Angels and voices. Very, very happy about this. Now, my final print title for the month of August is a huge white whale for me. This is like one of the ultimates, and that is No One Loves Me by Yugi Yamada. This is a June title. I am so happy to have this in my collection. I took a small little snapshot of it and put it on Twitter to see if anyone could recognise it. No one posted anything, so I don't know, maybe no one cared. No one could feel my absolute joy of it arriving in the post. Oh my god, am I so happy to have this. This is a white whale, guys. It's of course Yugi Yamada. That means I only have I don't. I have 2 more Yugi Yamada Yugi titles to get. I almost forgot about one that I seriously have thought of as such a white whale I will never achieve, so I don't even need to think about it. It will never happen. I'll never get it. So yeah, I had 3 left to get of Yamada Yugi's titles. I love Yamada Yugi. Yes, it's of a sort of time period. Yes, it's a specific type of style. Most mangaka have the style where that's their characters, and yeah, you can get confused from one novel to the next, one manga to the next. They cross over. I know there's quite a few same face. They've got the same face problem. Anyway, this is a lovely story. It's about translating and books from abroad and things like that, and so I actually kind of like it. It has a sort of meta feel to it, and so I was really, really happy to get this. It's so thick as well. I'm all over the place. Anyway, so I was obviously in lockdown, and for months no one was around, and then when I finally had we were opened enough that we could have some visitors, I had a family member come with his partner, and they brought their dogs so I could give them a big hug because I missed the dogs. And I was chatting, and she was asking, oh, what have you been up to? I see you've got piles of books everywhere. And I was telling her all about how I usually just check to see if there's anything new and if it's on my list. And she was like, oh, how do you do that? So I got my phone out and started showing her on the phone how I usually do it. And lo and behold, boom, this had literally just gone up. So newly listed. So I was like, oh, and I think I just had like a apoplectic fit. I have to get to the computer now. Like not breathing at all. Rushed over to the computer. Bye 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 bye. I freaked out. I totally freaked out. I freaked out big time for this, and it was on sale for like cover price. I think it was £11-12. I mean, what? I have only ever seen this for more than £40. I've seen it once. It was up for years, and no one was buying it because it was £40. And I don't know if someone eventually did buy it or if it's still available. I don't think it is. I think someone eventually was like just gonna suck it up and be like, fine, I will pay the £40. You know, I'm a working adult. I'll buy what I want. So fair play to them, because yeah, it's expensive, and yeah, for normal cover price. I had to get this for normal cover price, guys. Oh, I can't express how happy I am. So yeah, very very happy. No One Loves Me, another Yugi Yamada title down. I can tick off the list, but this one brings me so much joy, so much joy. The other two that I need to get, Spring Fever, which is a June title, and the other one is a June manga title, and that is it Open the Door, or is it Close the Door? It's the volume 2 one that I don't have, and I've only ever seen it on eBay like once or twice, and it's very expensive. So yeah, I probably will never get that. But this one I also thought I would never get, so never say never. This one is like the ultimate one for this month. So good. So I thought I would show just the BL titles that I got this month here, and that is Drama Queens Challengers Volume 4 by Hinako Takanaga, The Loudest Whisper Volume 2, that is by Temari Matsumoto, that is a blue imprint title, that's old Tokyopop. Sublime title, that's Crimson Spell Volume 4, Ayano Yamane. I Hear the Sunspot Limit Volume 1, that's a Yuki Fumino title, and by One Piece Books. Also Kiss All the Boys by Die, that's Shioko Kano title, Volume 1 only, still need to get the next two. And then the last two here is June manga titles, that is No One Loves Me by Yugi Yamada, and also Yukari Hashida's Tricky Prince. So these are the titles I got in print, but I was also able to get some titles in digital too. So I was able to get some digital titles as well, and that only reason I did was because there was the 801 day sale, and Sublime Manga usually takes $1 off the price of some things. Some things were not reduced, but most things were, and so I was able to get some digital titles as well. So I took Volume 4 and Volume 6 extra booklets. These are digital only extras that go with Awkward Silence. So I was able to get those two extra booklets that I hadn't actually purchased yet. I thought I had, and that means I now have the full complete set with the extras as well. Now another extra that I got was a Volume 7's extra digital only booklet for His Favourite. There are 10 volumes for His Favourite at the moment, and the extra Volume 7 booklet too, and there will be a Volume 11 soon coming out at some point in this year. I think in the next few months we'll be able to get Volume 11 as well for His Favourite. So I'm looking forward to that. I actually really enjoy His Favourite. It's quite tame in terms of the smut. There's very little of it. Obviously there's a wee bit in I think the extra booklet, so I'm looking forward to reading that. But I'm looking forward to that story. It seems to deal with some issues in a sort of humorous way, so I quite enjoy reading it. It's a kind of easy, soft read. I was also able to get 2 digital titles that I would not normally go for, but because they were reduced, I was like snapping them up. And I kind of wanted to get them for a few years now, these 2 titles, so I was happy to get them. The first was Void by Ranmaru Zaria. I have not read it yet. I'm still looking forward to reading it. I really like Ranmaru Zaria's artwork. She did Coyote and she also did Liquor and Cigarettes, and I recently read that and I enjoyed it thoroughly. I really like Coyote, waiting for volume 3 to come. So Void looks like it's a good one too. Kind of like steampunk-ish, you know, like sex bot type thing. I feel like I've read that before. Like most things in BL, but her artwork is just fabulous and it's always very smutty and sexy, so looking forward to Void. The other one that I got also looks like it's quite a smutty one, so I'm kind of looking forward to that too, and that is The Boy Can't Help It by Pei Hido, I think, and the premise of that just sounded fantastic, so I'm really looking forward to reading that one too. I'm not too sure about the artwork. It seemed very bubblegum pop on the front, so yeah, I think it'll be a good read too. The premise just sounded really fun and sexy, so that should be a good title to get to. I'll let you guys know what I think of all of these when I read them. So along with my digital and my print titles, I was able to get quite a few. 7 is my average for most months, and so I did end up getting 7 print titles, so I feel not too bad about that. But I was also able to get 2 full titles digitally, so that takes up to 9, and then 3 extra booklets, which are not very long, so I'm not sure if I'll count them as how many volumes I got for this month, as they're not proper full volumes. So yeah, in terms of BL, for my BL collection, I'm really happy with what I was able to get, and it adds a lot to the collection in various different ways. So this is everything that I was able to get for the month of August. Quite a substantial amount, a nice good selection of BL titles, a few digital, and the gifts at the back, which are shown in Jump. So it looks like an awful lot, but it really doesn't feel like it, because as I've said, I've been trying to do a no buy month. I actually stopped purchasing some things in near the end of July and thought I would do a full month that way, and then of course A1 Day kind of came in and scuppered those plans, but I have been doing quite well. I maybe made one more print purchase on the 1st of August, and they will come when they come. It might take a while for them to get here, so I might have some titles in September, but I'm going to try and see if I can continue with my no buy. Other than that, I haven't purchased anything else. So I've been doing quite well before 801 Day, and I've been doing quite well after 801 Day. So if we don't count 801 Day, I have probably already done a full month without buying anything, which I'm very proud of, because as I've said, I'm trying to cut down and not spend as much, but at the same time I have this huge haul here which looks really good, so yeah. It's not bad considering I only lapsed one day. I just ended up spending more than I really should have on that one day. And I don't think you can call it a no buy month if you actually purchase something during the month. So from the 2nd of August to the 2nd of September is now my new goal. I hope, fingers crossed, I'll be able to do it. Which means that if I buy anything in September, or if those purchases I made at the start of August arrive in September, I'll still have something to show you at the end of September. I hope that they'll arrive by then, but you know, if they'll come when they come, I'll be happy about it. So yeah, this looks like a stonking great amount for August, and it's got a good collection of both BL and non-BL. So very happy with my collection and my manga haul for the month. So if you read any of these, let me know what you thought of them. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!